Somewhere right now, a faceless corporation knows you searched for, is it normal to eat cereal at 2 a.m. last Tuesday? And they sold that information for 5 cents. Welcome to the data broker industry, a $300 billion shadow economy where your life is the product. You're the unpaid factory worker, and you never signed a single contract. Let's start from the beginning. What even is a data broker? Simple. They're the middlemen of misery. Companies that collect everything about you, package it, and sell it to anyone with a credit card and zero moral concerns. These aren't hackers. They're not criminals. They're completely legal. And that's the worst part. There are over 4,000 data broker companies operating right now. You've never heard of most of them. Names like Axiom, LexisNexis, Epsilon. They sound like pharmaceutical drugs with terrible side effects. So how do they get your data? Oh, you're gonna love this. Source number one, you. Specifically, every free app you've ever downloaded. Free apps aren't products, you are the product. The app is just the trap. Every time you tap I agree on a terms of service, you've just handed over your location, contacts, microphone, camera, browsing history, and your future voting patterns to 17 different subsidiaries you've never heard of. Source two, public records. Your name, address, marriage certificate, court records, property records. All public, all scraped, all sold. Congratulations, you accidentally doxed yourself by being born in a country with open records. Source 3, your loyalty cards. That supermarket points card that saves you 12 cents on yogurt, they're tracking every single item you've ever bought. Your diet, your medication, your alcohol consumption, all of it sold to insurance companies. Source 4, data purchased from other data brokers. Yes, they buy each other's data. It's an entire ecosystem of privacy vampires swapping your life story like Pokemon cards. Now let's talk about what they actually know, because it's not just your name and email. That would be almost acceptable. They know your name, address, phone, email, age, gender, income, net worth, credit score, political affiliation, religious beliefs, sexual orientation in some cases, your medical history, your mental health history, your shopping habits going back a decade, your physical location every 15 minutes. And they package all of this into what they call a consumer profile, which is a polite corporate way of saying a dossier on your entire existence that they sell without your knowledge, consent, or a single cent going to you. Now, who buys this data? Oh, everybody. Advertisers, obviously. They want to know that you've been searching for mattresses for 3 days, so they can show you the same mattress ad until you either buy it or develop a phobia of sleep. Insurance companies. They want your health data, your driving behavior, your grocery habits, because if they can prove you eat red meat 3 times a week and drive like a maniac, they can justify charging you more, legally. Political campaigns. They micro-target voters with terrifying precision. They don't just know how you vote, they know what emotional triggers will change your vote, and they use them. Your employer or your future employer. Background check companies are data brokers in disguise. Before you even get an interview, someone has already read a report on your life that you've never seen. And in some countries, law enforcement, without a warrant. Because buying data from a broker isn't the same as a search, legally. So instead of getting a warrant, they just shop. Now let's talk about the money. Because if your data is worth so little, 5 cents, $1 max, how is this a $300 billion industry? Scale, 8 billion people on Earth. Even at 5 cents each, that's $400 million per data cycle. And they run multiple cycles per year. And they sell the same data to multiple buyers. You are being sold in bulk, like soybeans. The biggest players? Axiom has data on over 700 million people. That's more than the entire population of Europe and North America combined. Their business is literally knowing everything about everyone. And the fun part? You can't easily opt out. Most people don't even know these companies exist. You'd have to contact hundreds of individual brokers, file requests, wait weeks, and most of them will just reacquire your data from another source anyway. In the EU, GDPR gave people some protection. You have the right to request your data, correct it, delete it, and companies comply. Slowly, reluctantly, like a cat being given a bath. In the US, there's no federal data privacy law. Each state does its own thing. California has CCPA. Most states have nothing. If you live outside California, congratulations. You have approximately 0 federal rights over your own data. And the rest of the world? Developing nations have almost nothing, which is why data brokers absolutely love operating in data-rich, regulation-poor environments. It's a buffet, an all-you-can-eat buffet of people. So what can you actually do? A few things that genuinely help, even if they won't make you fully invisible. 1. Use a VPN VPN. Not because it makes you anonymous, it doesn't, but because it stops your internet provider from selling your browsing data. 2. Use data removal services like Delete Me or PrivacyBee. They're paid services. Ironic, you pay money to remove your data from people who stole it for free, but they automate the opt-out process for hundreds of brokers. 3. Stop using your real email for signups. Use an alias. Apple's Hide My Email, Simple Login. These create throwaway addresses so the trail of your digital crumbs leads to a dead end. 4. Audit your apps right now. Open your phone and delete every app you haven't used in a month. Each one is a passive data tap draining quietly in the background, like a slow leak in your apartment that's somehow billing you for the water. Will any of this make you invisible? No, absolutely not. The system is too large, too profitable, and too legally protected for individuals to opt out entirely. This is structural. It needs structural solutions, regulation, legislation, and companies being held accountable. But until that happens, and given how slowly governments move, don't hold your breath. The data broker industry will keep growing, keep selling, keep knowing things about you that your own family doesn't know. Your data was created by you, belongs to you in every moral sense of the word, and yet generates billions for people you've never met. You are the unpaid labor force of the information economy. You are the product, and products don't get to complain. Anyway, I've been told knowing is half the battle. The other half is apparently filing paperwork. Thanks for watching The Paradigm. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. It's free. Although I'm sure someone somewhere is already selling data about the fact that you almost did.
Another ping means they got the data. Don't really care, it doesn't matter. A shower of digital coins for their trouble. My private life sold on the double. And all that cash they're making off the apps lands me 5 cents in my digital laps. Yeah, 5 cents in my digital laps. 5 cents in my digital